This is Ryan Abraham, Dan Weber, USCFootball.com, instant analysis here on Cromwell Field. Another hot one out here today, Dan. And Steve Sarkisian said the player of the day was Adoree Jackson.
No surprise. I think on one series he created 3 turnovers, 2 forced fumbles, and an interception. Really nice, the interception of the day on a ball to George, and he just made the play on the ball. He's really a good player.
Yeah, freshman contributions. Got to see him after practice a little bit. But another freshman we didn't get to talk to today, J.N.A. Harris. It looks like he's moving back up the ranks.
Yeah, going back to more the August look with him in the slot and moving Nelson back out, wide of him, and then and he making plays again. So they're practicing like they were in August, and J.N.A. is rising to the top again. So they did a lot of 3 wide receiver stuff, and. And they also changed kind of a little bit their approach to the run game, and I don't think we're sure that they're going to do it. And it's not the kind of thing you want to talk about. But he said they're evaluating some things they're doing in the run game, and they worked on it a little bit. We'll see where that goes.
For the defensive players were available today, also the defensive coaches, and the biggest scrum would look like around Justin Wilcox. What did he have to say about the defensive performance?
Well, I think he said they tried to do too many things, and then they kind of panicked. Boston College was giving them 2 different option looks, the veer option and the read option, and where they, read the tackle, for example, on the veer, and they come at him, and then they, if they run the read outside, they have the ability to block. Say you've decided you're going to have the quarterback, one guy responsible for quarterback. They've got the ability to block that guy. So they tried to keep adjusting, and they didn't adjust. He said it was on him. I've got to get that done, get it taken care of, get these guys so they maintain leverage, so they stay with their principles, none of which they did. Didn't stay with their principles, didn't maintain leverage, didn't tackle very well. All of that. He said, I asked him, I said, how do you, against a team that can't throw the ball, against a team you hope throws the ball, can gain 481 yards on you on the ground? How does that happen? I said, do you ever just think, we're going to just totally take the run away and just make them throw the ball? Yeah. He said, you don't want to change on the sidelines during a game, but it is the question that comes up is how can a team possibly run for that many yards against you when you know they can't throw the ball?
And then so that was a tough question for Justin Wilcox you had, but also for Steve Sarkisian, there was a tough one at the end too.
Me as well. I did ask about, and there are some thoughts about play calling and being the head coach at the same time. Obviously, if you're at USC, you're well aware of the problems of being the head coach and the play caller on offense. Steve just said absolutely not even a thought about changing how that goes. He said, 6 years ago when he started, he wasn't nearly as good at it or as competent or comfortable doing it, but he's very confident and comfortable, and he said, of course, questions are going to come up after a game like that. And he said, I'll take 31 points as a bad game as a play caller. Now, I'm sure that'll give people a chance to respond to that when they might say, well, you should have had 50. But he said absolutely not any rethinking in terms of him being the play caller and the head coach. He's very comfortable doing it. He said he second guesses himself, first guy after every game, wishes he could be perfect. He's trying to get there, but he said he's a lot better at it now, and it's the way he's going to do it.
All right, well, it's going to wrap it up here. Bye-week practice for USC on Cromwell Field. They're giving Howard Jones Field a rest. For Dan Weber, this is Ryan Abraham. Check out USCFootball.com for more.